Hi guys.
Hello. It is time for your long-awaited update on our journey to some top positioning for the keyword phrase roofing SEO.
Yes, we know you guys are all waiting with bated breath to see where we are right now, but we're
Yes,
excited
but
to share this second video in our series about this journey.
yeah, so we kind of figured it would be fun to go on it. As we talked about in the first video, we actually have never paid attention to our own marketing. So we're like, what would it be like? So the keyword term we're chasing after is roofing SEO. And the way Google works, it will kind of pick up other kind of associated keywords, different variations is what that's the word I couldn't think of. So there will be other keyword variations. So it's been about 6 weeks now since we published our page, getting that content on our website. And so let's take a look at our positioning. We are actually pleasantly surprised, y'all.
Started from the bottom, and we're pretty excited to see that we've made some good movement in a short period of time, and we're just getting started.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is our website, elevmarketing.com, and we kind of just filtered out what's showing here to new and improved, which are these keywords here. And then we filtered out any, we wanted keywords with just SEO in it. So while we're going for roofing SEO, I think that's what we have it optimized for. Yeah, roofing SEO.
Mhm.
We've actually picked up these other, I would say 12 keywords that are specific to roofing and SEO. So if you look in this column here, this is what position we're in. And then the change between, we have it comparing January with February. So yeah, we've jumped up quite a bit. We're showing for, again, like 12 keywords that we didn't show for this other SEO one. I keep saying 12 even though there's 13. This one doesn't have anything to do with roofer SEO. So I'm ignoring it. But the other 12 keywords, yeah, we're on and popping with like our best position being position 13, from 0 to position 13, which formerly, before like the whole continuous scroll on Google, that was page 2. Now it's page 1, but it's position 13. So page 1 used to be the top 10 results. So if you picture like page 1, but when you're scrolling, we're just a little bit below. So that's
Just
actually
a little
not
bit.
bad for month
Yeah,
1.
exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
and the fact that roofing SEO, roofing SEO is our main, or what was it? Roofing SEO is our main keyword. We just said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, roofing
Yeah.
SEO. So we're, like you said, there's a nice variation from a bunch of different kind of related keywords, and we're just getting started. I mean, we've have some pretty meaty content on the website or on the page, and we're planning on making some continuous improvements to kind of show you guys how our process works as an agency. We originally published content, and then we're constantly trying to improve it and learn from what the search results seem to be liking and not liking, to make sure that we're doing our homework, so that we're not just sitting stagnant.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll notice here, like this is the content page we created for it. This headline here, it's called your H1. We have the keyword in it, which it always should be, and it should be as close to the front as possible. If you look at the URL up here, we've got the keyword in there. And then we try to, just kind of shortly summarize what someone will find on this page. We've got links out, they're called external links, but we're linking out to YouTube and have our first video on there. And then we have internal links on the page as well, which is important when you're working on content on your website. And we have this kind of Q&A format going on our page, asking a question, then answering it. We try to bullet things out. That gives you a better readability score, is kind of how search engines look at it. Lots of
Yeah, and we added
examples.
some good meat there in the middle to make sure that we weren't just talking superfluously about ourselves, like really giving some good meat to somebody
Oh,
that might be trying to decide. You like that word? People that might be trying to decide if they want to invest in roofing SEO.
absolutely. So, I mean, if you haven't read it, even if you're not a roofer and you're just in the trades, like a lot of these tips, they kind of go across, they go across the aisle, if you will, for all trades. but this is specifically for a journey. But there's some really good tips in here about if you're trying to take it on in-house, or if you're an admin in-house who's been tasked with kind of working on your company's SEO. There's definitely some good meaty things in here that you can do. We talk about our keyword research process, and we actually link out to exactly how to do it. And let's see, we talk about our roofing SEO services. We've got some client reviews, and then most importantly, we've got these FAQs. FAQs are huge on the SERP pages, so we're hoping to at some point get picked up for our Q&A in this section, but we shall see. Something else we did.
I was going to say as well, for those SEO FAQs, we did go out and actually look at what Google's serving up, and the people also asked to make sure we're answering questions that they're clearly getting and trying to respond to. So we did a little bit of research before, and so some of them might even seem a little duplicitous, but we worded them in different ways, and we're just trying to appease the Google gods and hope that, like you said, that we will eventually get picked up, and some of those people also ask.
Yeah, and we tried to use different variations of the keyword, not an exact phrase match throughout the copy on here. For our first video, we actually did a highly, kind of optimized description of it. We have some outgoing links here. We actually link back to our roofing SEO page. So here's a pro tip for you all. If you're trying to get a page to rank, make sure you're using that link within YouTube itself. It's a great kind of pro tip in trying to get a backlink from YouTube to your page to kind of give it some more link juice and get better positioning. This month, we also, and let's take a look at Google Search Console. So we went from 0, obviously here, and then we got the page on there. So a little over 26,000 impressions in about a month and a half. So that's actually not bad. I mean, heck no, like 2 clicks. 2 clicks is nothing to write home about, but Google is liking our content. So 26,000 impressions is not bad. We would love to see those clicks get up, but it's kind of part of the journey. It's only 6 weeks in, and we tell everybody that SEO is a long-term strategy. You're looking at 9 to 12 months before you see anything substantial. So yeah, overall, not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Some of the work we did, we also, with the new, I think February 8th, Microsoft had a big announcement where they've incorporated ChatGPT onto Bing. And so we've made sure to actually optimize for Bing as well. And so, yeah, I think that's where we're at this month. We're going to work on probably more backlinks, and then building out some FAQs and some off-page SEO to try to drive more traffic to the page from some high domain authority sites. And what else, Amanda? What else are we going to do on this one? I think that's the biggest. I mean, that sounds like a little bit, but it's a lot of work to do those things.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to try to give it some more love from our Google business profile as well. Another Google product that Google loves. So just try to make sure that we're reminding Google every opportunity we've got that content's there, and we want them to serve that.
Absolutely. So I think that's our plan. So we will give you guys an update in about another month here and see what kind of progress we're making. We don't know. Comment. Let us know if you're enjoying this. If you have any questions. This kind of slow and go thing. Yes, our keyword is roofing SEO, but just picture it is roofing contractor company or roofing services near me or electrician near me. I mean, you can, just go along for the journey, but you can also envision your keyword and kind of understand the nuanced things that go along with SEO and kind of some of the work that goes on behind the curtains.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate you going on this journey with us.
All right. Until next month.